All right, so I was going to do the quote of the day at work today, and I ran out of time. I was coaching from 6 in the morning through until about 8:30, and then I had to answer some emails for some new members coming in, and do some billing stuff. And I taught at 9, and I taught at 10, I taught at 11, and I taught at noon, and I taught at 1. And then I had to get my workout in, and then I taught again. uh, I ran out of time. So by the time I got home tonight, it was like 7:30, and we ate dinner, and I was like, man, it's getting late. I should go to sleep. But then I thought, man, what a joke would I be if I didn't follow through on one of my New Year's resolutions on, one of the first days of the year here. So I decided to at least try to get this out in a way that was mediocre at best. So I'm set up here in one of the rooms in our house, and I figured I'd do the quote of the day here. So this is my journal. I talk a lot about my journaling. This is not the first journal I've owned, but I have had this one a long time, and I'm working through it. So I wrote the quote of the day in here. A lot of times, the quote of the day becomes my journal entry, and that's something you guys could work on too if you wanted to start journaling. People often ask me, how do you decide what to journal about? I'd say something like half of these are, I hear a cat. Something like half of these are quote of the days that I've written about. So the quote of the day today was from Nietzsche, and I only wrote down part of it to save myself some time and to save you guys some time. But the snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. It's definitely a cat screwing around in here, so we might get a cameo appearance. But I thought this was a really good quote to start the new year on, because as we move forward into a new year, we cast aside whatever we had in the year past, right? And those ideas, those identities, the things about us that maybe held us back in the past year. And a lot of times people talk about New Year's resolutions as setting a goal, doing something new, adding something on. And that never worked well for me. The thought of adding more to my plate, adding more to my schedule, causes an instant kickback for me. I'm a pretty busy guy. I've got a lot going on. I've got a lot I'm working on. When I think about adding something in, I get stressed out. So my trick for the last, 10 years has been about taking things away, doing less, removing something or a part of something. And that works really well for me as far as setting goals. So instead of saying, hey, I'm going to find more time to do these quote of the day videos or to create more content, instead I say, I'm going to eliminate the excuses that would keep me from getting this done, right? I'm going to cast away, if you will, the skin, right? The old version of me that would make excuses, and the new me is going to get stuff done. Whether that be a quote of the day video or some other aspect of work or something else I can do to make myself more successful or better. And that's been helpful for me. And I actually think a lot about casting aside the me I used to be, right? We all have one of those. We all have, maybe you still are the you don't want to be. I know sometimes I am. And I think every day about the parts of me that I cast aside that I didn't like, that weren't serving me, that weren't beneficial to me, right? I had to cast those parts of me away. And the way I think about it, those parts of me are always right at the door, right? Our door's right there, right at the door, knocking, right? They want to get in, and they're always trying to turn me back into the old me, and I have to cast that old skin off, right? And anytime I eat healthy or exercise well, that's a part of me that's casting aside. I'm pushing away Fat John, right? Because I was overweight for a long time, and so I'm pushing away that part of me that no longer serves me by taking those actions. I'm shedding that skin every day. When I choose not to drink, I'm pushing away the part of me that had a drinking problem for a long time, and a substance abuse problem, right? And that little life hack has always worked for me, to think about, all right, what are those versions of you that you don't want to be anymore, that you don't want to associate with, you don't want that to be a part of your persona, right? What do those versions of you look like? And how can you get rid of them? How can you shed that skin so you have room to grow and become the best version of yourself? So that's our thought for today, based off that Nietzsche quote. And hopefully that helps you guys set some goals for the new year, so you can work on being, again, the best version of you can be, by casting aside the versions of you that you no longer want and that no longer serve you.